voice was mine. I dreamed it hollow, I built it blind. Told myself it was strategy, not a crime. By dawn the walls were burning. By dusk I wore the wind like it was mine to wear. That's where it started. Not the sea, not the storm. Troy. We climbed from timber underneath the moon. Open gates that no God's army could undo. City slept on victory a little too soon. And I learned that night what victors always do. I called it wit, cause the killing finally stopped. Called it fate, cause the towers finally fell. Crossed a line that even Olympus had cordoned off. Then congratulating myself for crossing it so well. Sailed out of Troy with the wind still in my veins. Thought the smoke behind us meant that we had won. Turns out you can walk through homes and leave them stains, and still face the road like nothing had been done. Nothing had been done. I am the man, watched himself become. Not the storm, not the God, not the beast in the foam. Just a soldier who noticed too late what he'd done. He kept sailing anyway. I am the man, watched himself become. Not the storm, not the God, not the beast in the foam. Just a soldier who noticed too late what he'd done and kept sailing anyway. Yeah. Met a giant with a single eye, crushing men like it was nothing, like it was bread. I watched him do it, kept asking myself why. His violence felt so familiar to me instead. Drove the burning wood straight through his sight. Screamed my own name out across the sea. Thought the name in triumph made the killing right. The waves just sent the echo back to me. Years of watching my own men fall on command. Taught myself that obedience was a kind of need. That Cyclops reached for bodies with his hand, and I knew exactly the ease behind the deed. Then Cersei set a banquet at our feet. We took more than hunger ever asked us to. My men became the manner of their meat. The feast to show what all our armor used to hide from view. Saw their faces lowered to the plate, hands still reaching though they'd all been fed. We learned that at Troy give the hunger weight. Call it right because the banner said, I am the man who watched himself become. Not the storm, not the God, not the beast in the foam. Just a soldier who noticed too late what he'd done and kept sailing anyway. I am the man who watched himself become. Not the storm, not the God, not the beast in the foam. Just a soldier who noticed too late what he'd done and kept sailing anyway. Siren never sold me love or gold. They sang the houses I had entered before dawn. Sang the names that I'd refused to hold. Every trace I thought the waves had already drawn. Had my sailors tie me down to the mast, waxing every ear but mine, everyone stayed still. Heard no prophecy about my past, just heard the truth survive against my will. Then Scylla rose and took away my six voices swallowed uneasy foam. No blade, no prayer, no clever sailor's tricks could make those empty spaces travel home. I'd seen those faces years before at Troy, young enough to still call following brave. Once knew every mother's name, every boy. By then I mostly knew the count I gave. My men still laugh when the hunger found a feast. Killed what everyone and told them to spare. No God came raging out the east. The sky just went black and simply left them there. Storm broke the mast and broke my pride the same. Went down as easy as the rain. I held the wreckage like a drowning man holds anything just to feel the pain. Maybe the dead learned to travel light. I kept every name I could recall. That weight's the only thing that kept me tied to sight. I think it outlived every one of them. Oh, reached my shore with my face still concealed. Met my son under a stranger's name. Told him his father lived, let a little hope get healed, without letting him see the shape of my shame. Said I served beside him through the war. Spoke of myself like a man I used to know. He told me what was waiting past the door, while I stood there unknown in my own home. Man who filled my house still drank my wine. Fought like the roof I saved was theirs by right. Strung the bow, they said no man could ever climb. Watched the laughter drain out of the hole that night. Some reached for steam, some begged me at the end. I spared the ones who knelt, I killed the rest who chose to stand. Mercy still was near enough to feel. Floor ran dark beneath my waiting feet. Stood there strangely free of fear. Heard old Troy come back inside the beat. Some pains you carry, some things follow here. Penelope looked quiet at the room. Knew the man beneath the beggar's skin. I told her how the suitors met their doom. I did not tell her where it might begin. She asked what I would tell them when we came. I watched the sail grow heavy in the wind. Felt the horse still burning in my name. In the bay she turned his face towards her.